Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca, and with day 7 of Jumpstart January, I found an article over on CNN, and I was actually watching it on CNN this morning, and I wanted to come in and weigh in my thoughts and opinion as well as share this article with you guys. I will pin the article link down in my description box, or else it'll be in the pinned comments. You just have to check, and you can go back and review the article and, see it for yourself where I'm getting this information from. The article reads, Cyntoia Brown is granted clemency after 15 years in prison for killing a man who bought her for sex. The article reads, Cyntoia Denise Brown, a woman serving a life sentence for killing a man who bought her for sex when she was 16 years old, has been granted clemency, the Tennessee governor's office said Monday. Brown, who is currently 30 years old, will be released for parole supervision on August the 7th after serving 15 years in prison, Governor Bill Haslam's office said in a statement. The decision comes after a careful consideration of what is a tragic and complex case, Haslam said. Cyntoia Brown committed, by her own admission, a horrific act at the age of 16, yet imposing a life sentence on a juvenile would require her to serve at least 51 years before even being eligible for parole consideration is too harsh, especially in light of the extraordinary steps Ms. Brown has taken to rebuild her life. Transformation should be accompanied by hope. Brown's case drew the attention of several high-profile advocates, including a U.S. congressman, several Tennessee lawmakers, and a number of A-list celebrities. Comedian Amy Schumer, reality star Kim Kardashian West, actress Ashley Judd were among those who called for Brown's clemency. In 2004, Brown killed Johnny Mitchell Allen, who Brown said had solicited her for sex and taken her back to his house. Prosecutors at the time said Brown shot Allen in the head while he was sleeping, stole money, guns, and took his truck and fled the scene. They argued the killing wasn't motivated by self-defense but robbery instead. Brown said she was scared for her life by Allen's behavior and took money for fear of returning empty-handed to her pimp nicknamed Cutthroat. A juvenile court found Brown competent to be tried as an adult. She was convicted of murder and robbery and sentenced to life in prison. Though more than a decade has passed since the trial, the harsh punishment for a teenage victim of sex trafficking sparked outrage among the U.S., particularly celebrities. Rihanna and Kardashian West came to her defense on social media in 2017. Since Brown's conviction, juvenile sentencing guidelines in Tennessee has been amended. If Cyntoia was tried today, the legal experts say she would not have been tried in the same way, said CNN affiliate anchor Stacey Case, who has been investigating reports of sex trafficking in Tennessee when she came across Brown's story. Our courts today would view her as a child sex slave. She would not be viewed as a victim. In fact, it was Brown's trial that inspired a documentary that eventually helped alter the way Tennessee deals with sex trafficking victims, particularly those who are juvenile. If you look at Cyntoia's original transcripts, they are peppered with the phrase teen prostitute, says Derry Smith, founder and CEO of a nonprofit in Tennessee called End Slavery. We know today there is no such thing as a teen prostitute, because this teen may think that she decided this was her idea to be raped multiple times a day and give money to someone else. It's pretty clear that there's an adult behind who is manipulating and exploiting her. The first time he did something to me, when he choked me out and I passed out, Brown recounts of her alleged pimp in the documentary. I made him money. He wasn't going to let me go anywhere. He told me he'd kill me. Now, my point is this. I totally agree with this article. There are no teens out here that are prostituting thinking that it was their grand idea to go out and give their bodies to men and women sometime day after day, endangering their lives, getting meager amount of money and taking it over to an adult. The adult is manipulating and exploiting their child. Thus, there not being any such thing as a teen prostitute. Okay? I feel like that I am so glad that there were people like Rihanna, Kim Kardashian West, Amy Schumer, and the other countless other A-list celebrities as well as lawmakers who would not let this go. They did not feel that throwing her away was necessary. That girl has made great strides while in prison to be a better person. She has done the counseling. She has gone to school. And considering the circumstances to which she was in prison for, it makes me wonder, when will the justice system really go back and revise a lot of these laws concerning juvenile offenders, or who they deem to be a juvenile offender. This girl should have never gone to prison this long for something like this. Yes, she did kill a man. But when you are in fear of your life and you trying to get away from a person, backed into a corner, you don't know what you're going to do. And then she was not only just afraid of that man, she was also afraid of her pimp, who had already beaten her up and threatened her on probably several occasions. And she knew that if she came back with no money, there would be an issue. And he would possibly inflict more pain, if not kill her. So, in my opinion, it seems as if we as American citizens really need to look into some of the laws that govern our land, so that a Cyntoia Brown could never happen again. I am elated at the fact that Tennessee has amended some of their guidelines concerning juvenile offenders. I'm glad that we're putting a spotlight on sex trafficking today. I'm very happy about all of that. But at the end of the day, it does not excuse the fact that had not some brave celebrities and some lawmakers who looked at that situation, looked at her case, and knew that something was wrong. See, Cyntoia ain't the only one. You see what I'm saying? It's somebody else sitting in the prison system right now that should not be sitting there, especially a juvenile going into the adult's prison system. It's somebody else. It's another Cyntoia Brown somewhere. And it's great that Tennessee is making the strides to do better, but that needs to be across the board. In my opinion, this girl should have never been imprisoned. She should have never had to go to prison over defending herself. We dropped the ball. I don't care how you look at it. America dropped the ball. We just need to do better, in my opinion. Y'all get down into the panel section and let me know what your thoughts and opinion is about this case of Cyntoia Brown and the fact that she will be paroled this year, and she can maybe start to pick up the pieces of her life. I don't know. I guess I feel some kind of way because it seemed like had not people started making some noises, this girl would have been sitting in prison for at least 51 years before she even came up for parole consideration. That don't mean that she would have actually gotten it. And if it's her story, how many other people are sitting in the prison system today? How many other young teenagers who have been caught up in situations just like this, it has been decided that they can be tried as adults, and who have been tried and possibly convicted of a crime like this? How many more? She's not the only one. And what do we learn as people in this United States about this? What have we learned from Cyntoia Brown? What are we prepared to do as a country to make sure that we don't have any more Cyntoia Browns? For me, It has made me want to look more into the laws that govern my state, and if necessary, speak out. Because Cyntoia could have been me. Cyntoia could have been one of my eggs. Cyntoia could have possibly been you. We are blessed that we were in situations that our families were the type of families that loved and nurtured us into adulthood. Everybody don't have that. That's not everybody's path. But what are we going to do? What does this story make you feel like today? I'm elated that she's getting out of prison. I really am. And I hope that she can, from this experience, grow and maybe be an advocate to help somebody else. It just really made me, I was happy, but I was also filled with a lot of other emotions. Like, why did it take this? What if it had not been for celebrities taking it to social media and, making some noise, what would this girl be? What would her life entail? She would still be sitting in a prison with no hope. And as I stated in the article, and if you go and do some research on this girl, you'll see how much she has accomplished while in prison. But transformation should be accompanied with hope. All of the work she's done to be a better person today and to heal from what had happened to her in her childhood, she deserves the right to at least have some hope. And how much hope is there when you know you got to sit here at least 51 years? You'll be an old-ass woman before you even have an opportunity for someone to allow you to be free again. Thank God. I told you social media is a double-head. It's a double-head sword for real, because although social media can kill some people and social media can put out a lot of false allegations about people, social media also has a lot of power. And because this was up and down my social media timelines on all of them, somebody listened. Somebody took a second peek. So social media, although sometimes can be very, very disheartening, it is also a powerful tool. And if used correctly, it can actually make changes positively in people's lives, especially that of Cyntoia Brown. I wish her the best, and I will be talking about this as we get closer and closer to her release date. Lord's willing, if I'm here, I will be talking about it because it's something that people need to learn from. Her case is a lesson in this. It's a lesson in there for us as individuals. It's a lesson in this for our justice system. And it was a lesson in it for her. Get down in the panic section, please, and let me know your thoughts and opinions on this entire situation. I will link the article I received from CNN down in my pinned comments. That's probably where I'm going to put it. And you can go, and the article does give you a little backstory on her, as well as speaking of the fact that she has been, granted clemency. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video. Ratings will get me recognized on these YT streets. Comment down in the panic section. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on all of this. Subscribe to my channel for the free 99, hitting your notification bell button so that each and every time that I drop a video or go live from this channel, you will be notified. I will see you guys next for the Real Housewives of Atlanta review. Peace.